Yes.
I walked
Records. This is what you did. You went
Yes,
like this.
yes, kids. Don't you remember sitting down on the floor and peeling the plastic off for the first time?
I do. I remember unzipping the zipper of Sticky Fingers and like, ah! Yeah, I mean, it was an event.
All right, so let's go through them. Graham Parsons.
Graham Parsons, there was a whole period of country music for me that was Emmylou Harris and Graham Parsons and the Rolling Stones for certain. The first two Fleetwood Mac records were absolutely monumental for me because it was the first time that I had seen and heard a woman be able to go out and front a band with her own songs and really rock and yet keep her womanliness. 1970, I was 8 years old, so for 10 years in there, I got to experience what it was like to hear every different kind of music on the radio.
The 60s was about peace and love. The 70s was about the hangover and the walk of shame a little bit.
Yeah. But then it sort of switched mid-70s into a more corporate sound. It wasn't as emotional, it was more sort of calculated and then you also had the introduction with the Bee Gees to disco music.
And what'd you think of disco?
Well, my strongest memory was getting grounded for sneaking out and going to see Saturday Night Fever.
You were too young?
I was too young, yes. I mean, that was, it was PG.
That was risque stuff.
It was risque stuff. This makes me sound like I was born in the dark ages, but we would dial the radio on Sunday nights to Chicago to get King Biscuit Flower Hour.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where we heard what was really happening.
What was your first live show?
My first live show was Peter Frampton.
I wonder how you're feeling.
And it was during Frampton Comes Alive. I was 13. We drove to the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis and we stood outside the back door waiting for him to come out.
Oh, there's your boy
and
right there.
There he is, right there. Gorgeous.
Oh my God. And the best part of this album is you get this effect,
Exactly.
when you open it up, you get the full
Yeah, you
Peter.
get the full, wow, okay. All right, you said it, not me.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want you, hey, you, so very well.
And then I met him many years later and I told him, I was in an elevator in Australia, and I said, Mr. Frampton, you were my first concert. And he just kind of looked at me like, oh.